Hello, and welcome to our channel where we explore everything and beyond. In this video, we'll dive into my latest experiment, creating forecasts with Odoo. I won't go too deep into why forecasts are important. I'm sure most of you have at least heard about forecasting, and maybe some of you are even in charge of creating them. Forecasts play a critical role in planning, decision-making, and understanding trends, so having a smooth, reliable process is essential. I'm not a data scientist or a business forecast expert, but I do know that forecasting is a complex and often tedious process. There are many moving parts, and even small mistakes can lead to inaccurate predictions. So, let's briefly talk about the common pain points. Generally, there are four main approaches to creating forecasts, especially when working with data from software like Odoo. Manual forecasts, usually created in spreadsheets or similar tools, relying heavily on export and import data tools. Built-in Odoo forecasts, native forecasting features provided by Odoo, tightly integrated but often limited in flexibility. Custom modules, built directly inside Odoo or your system to fit specific business needs. External systems or apps, specialized forecasting tools that connect to your data through integrations. As you can see here, these approaches differ mainly in how much control, transparency, and flexibility they offer, especially when it comes to data ingestion, model logic, and testing. Each of these approaches has its own pros and cons. Built-in Odoo forecasts are easy to use and well integrated, but they're often limited in flexibility and customization. Custom modules give you control, but they take time to develop and maintain. External systems can be powerful, but they introduce extra complexity and dependencies. My latest experiment with N2 tries to address the main drawbacks of all these approaches. That brings us to a fifth approach, N2 Forecast. With N2 Forecast, you get several key advantages. You can create new model nodes easily, essentially exposing a StatsForecast model to the training and forecast nodes. That's it. You can swap or add forecast models by adding or removing model nodes. Pipelines are fully transparent, so you always see what's happening. It's automation ready. You can trigger workflows on record operations, webhooks, schedules, or even wrap Odoo model methods. And it doesn't require any system beyond Odoo, though it uses libraries like StatsForecast and Plotly. Creating a forecast workflow is straightforward. Drag and connect about 13 to 15 nodes, process the graph, and you're done, all in less than 10 minutes. What would normally require custom code or external tools can now be done visually and iteratively. Now, let's see how to create a basic forecast using the N2 Forecast module. As you can see, it's really a walk in the park. What would normally require custom code or external tools can be done visually and iteratively. Next, let's take a look at the code behind one of the forecast model nodes. In N2, each node has two sides, a backend side and a frontend side. The frontend side uses two files, similar to regular OWL components, one for the template and one for the logic. This is where users configure the forecast parameters. The backend side is a single Python file is responsible for creating the forecast model itself, using the parameters provided by the frontend. The remaining files are simply there to register the node in the N2 node registry, so it becomes available for use. So, while this might not be a walk in the park for regular users, for developers it's only a bit more work than creating a simple Hello World module for Odoo, and the flexibility you gain is significant. Before we wrap up, I want to mention that while N2 Forecast has many benefits, it's not without limitations. N2 is still experimental, and N2 Forecast is experimental as well. Because of that, it's not yet recommended for production use. That said, the demos you've seen make it clear how N2 Forecast can improve forecasting workflows, especially for teams that value transparency, experimentation, and flexibility. If you like the ideas behind N2 and N2 Forecast, or you find the experiment useful or interesting, giving my repo a star is a great way to support the project and its future development. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips, tricks, and tutorials.